are we standing on the threshold of one of the greatest mysteries of the universe. The existence of intelligent life once thriving on the red planet Mars? The images of strange structures shaped like pyramids, and the haunting visage of a face etched into the Martian surface have ignited an unquenchable flame of curiosity in the human spirit. Are these merely illusions crafted by the play of light and shadow, products of our imagination? Or do they mark the remnants of an ancient civilization that once ruled a distant, forgotten world? In the shadowed corridors of the Cold War, the CIA, with its characteristic secrecy and cold precision, quietly conducted an experiment that many would find hard to believe. Remote viewing, a form of psychic perception directed straight at Mars in 1984. Why would a U.S. intelligence agency fixate on images so unreachable? And more than anything, could the declassified data that emerged later be the missing pieces revealing a truth beyond imagination? Well, this is no ordinary tale of barren planets and lifeless stones. It is a story about the very essence of life itself, about the boundaries of human knowledge, and about a universe possibly vaster and more complex than any scientific dream has dared to envision. As these secrets slowly come to light, we are confronted not only with scientific questions, but with profound existential ones, about our place in the cosmic expanse, about an unknown past, and about a future still waiting to unfold. Are we being called to look back at our own history through the mirror of Mars, a world that may once have been the cradle of an extraterrestrial civilization, now vanished or silently awaiting humanity's return? These questions do not merely challenge science, they echo as a restless call, awakening the deepest curiosities within the human soul. In 2000, as the veil of secrecy was slowly lifted, the world was introduced for the first time to a haunting and controversial document. A CIA report on a remote viewing session conducted in 1984, an experiment designed not just to explore distant lands, but to access the memories of Mars itself, nearly 1 million years ago. This was not an ordinary scientific survey. It was a journey into the depths of time and space, carried out through psychic power by a single individual known as the subject. Someone gifted with rare extrasensory perception abilities. The subject was tasked to focus entirely on a set of coordinates on Mars, recorded in a sealed envelope. A secret container holding the time and place. But no one revealed its contents to the subject beforehand. The session coordinator or monitor gave brief instructions, avoiding any words that might influence perception, ensuring absolute objectivity. Then images began to appear in the subject's mind. Not through normal sight, but through an invisible gateway leading to ancient memories of the Red Planet. The descriptions were strikingly familiar to our imagination of an ancient civilization. Massive architectural blocks, pyramids reaching the sky, standing proudly in a vast lowland like immortal witnesses to a lost, glorious era. The deep canyons were not simply natural formations, but appeared intentionally carved, painting a picture of a colossal architectural complex. With large flat stone walls and vast corridors like a labyrinth where humans or creatures once sought shelter and life. Gradually, the images became more surreal and profound. Tall, slender beings dressed in light yet refined clothing seemed to carry the sorrow of a civilization on the brink of extinction. They were builders, philosophers, or survivors in a world full of storms, harsh climate, raging sandstorms, and natural disasters devouring every part of their planet. These beings were waiting for something beyond their understanding, a miracle, a rescue, or a savior from afar. The remote viewing session recorded not only images, but an ancient tragedy, a mass migration from barren lands. The scattering of a once vibrant community and a mix of despair and hope with every step toward an uncertain promised land. It is a story of life, loss, and the relentless desire to survive beyond all limits. Yet amid this grandeur and awe, we face a profound question. Are these truly images from Mars' past, or just a blend of imagination and collective memory? How can one person see what science has yet to verify? And above all, why would the CIA, a strictly cautious organization, bet on a psychic method to unlock the universe's secrets? We stand on a fragile boundary between science and mysticism, between reality and fantasy. The 1984 remote viewing descriptions are more than mere images. They echo the unknown and challenge humanity's intellect about the limits of understanding and exploration. For within the vast universe, there are mysteries that cannot be decoded by traditional methods. They demand that we expand our minds, ask deeper questions, and accept that truth may lie beyond our current reach. Amid the vast expanse of endless space, Mars has long captured human imagination and the thirst for discovery through the enigmatic image known as the face on Mars. A mysterious visage etched into the red rocks, evoking notions of life, consciousness, or at least the trace of a distant intelligence. But is this image truly a symbol of an extraterrestrial civilization? Or merely a coincidence born from the interplay of light and shadow? When the Viking probes first transmitted detailed photos in the 1970s, millions of eyes on Earth fixated on that face, hoping to find signs of intelligent life. Yet, as decades passed and more advanced technology emerged, from the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter to sophisticated rovers like Spirit, Curiosity, and Perseverance, a less romantic truth began to surface. Much of what was once considered artificial turned out to be natural formations shaped by geology and time through erosion, meteor impacts, and relentless winds of sand. High-resolution images no longer revealed a clear face, but rather a rugged terrain marked by fissures, depressions, and unexpected geometric patterns. A testament both to nature's complexity and its capacity for randomness. Earth itself weaves some of the most peculiar patterns. And within the infinite universe, it's easy to become lost in the labyrinth of our own imagination. Simultaneously, results from modern rovers equipped with sophisticated chemical and biological analysis tools have put an end to theories about structures built by complex life forms on Mars's surface. No signs of pyramids or evidence of once flourishing civilizations have been found. The simple organic compounds detected are echoes of an ancient era when water flowed, not remnants of an advanced society. Though remote viewing methods evoke mystique and open doors to deep consciousness, they do not escape the strict skepticism of science. Science demands clear, testable, and reproducible evidence, not unquantifiable personal impressions. Caught between light and shadow, science and myth, the story of Mars is not just about a dead planet, but about our own quest for meaning and place amid the infinite possibilities of the universe. The truth may sometimes be cold, but it ignites a fire that urges us to keep searching, not just with our eyes, but with our very souls. Deep within the vast timeline of cosmic history, Mars is more than just a barren red planet. It stands as a profound question mark about the potential for complex life beyond Earth. The hypothesis of the ancient Martian civilization. tall, slender beings who once erected monumental pyramids across lands now reduced to desert, paints a tragic narrative of a glorious era lost and an inevitable collapse brought on by severe climatic upheavals. Geological studies and probe data suggest that roughly 3 to 4 billion years ago, Mars possessed a dense atmosphere and vast oceans, creating conditions where life, at least in microbial form, could flourish. However, the weakening of its magnetic field, relentless cosmic radiation, and catastrophic events like massive asteroid impacts rendered the planet increasingly hostile, stripping away the environment necessary for complex life to survive. Amid this harsh backdrop, the Martianus hypothesis envisions an advanced civilization that reached the pinnacle of development only to be thrust into a dire survival struggle. These towering beings not only faced natural disasters, but also environmental degradation, possibly of their own making, a sobering parallel to challenges humanity faces today. Enter panspermia, one of science's boldest theories, which expands our understanding of life as an interplanetary current. It suggests that life might travel between worlds, carried on meteorites, cosmic dust, or other celestial objects. Martian fragments could have transported primitive organisms that seeded life on Earth, or vice versa. This concept shatters traditional notions of life's origin, weaving a cosmic symphony, linking multiple worlds beyond a single planetary cradle. Though direct evidence remains elusive, the presence of Martian meteorites on Earth, coupled with some microorganisms' astounding ability to endure the harshest extraterrestrial environments, lends compelling allure to panspermia. It raises profound questions about the nature of life itself. Is it a rare anomaly? Or a universal law, ever expanding and evolving throughout the cosmos? The story of the Martianus, their decline and migration, mirrors humanity's own existential journey. A small species amid a vast universe, struggling to survive and seeking new promised lands as old worlds become uninhabitable. It is also a stark reminder of our responsibility to protect our fragile blue planet, understanding that life is precious and precarious, never guaranteed. Discovering an actual pyramid on Mars would be an unprecedented shock to humanity, challenging our entire understanding of the universe and our place within it. Mars would no longer be seen as a barren red planet, but as a witness to an ancient civilization, concrete evidence that intelligent life once existed beyond Earth. This is more than a story of life. It is a profound lesson about intelligence, engineering, and adaptability in extreme environments. Such an event would spark deep conversations about the meaning of life, our origins, and our future. Humanity would need to learn how to cooperate or compete in an era where space is no longer an infinite void, but the arena for ambition and influence. Yet, amid this excitement, Occam's razor, the principle favoring this simplest explanation, remains a necessary reminder. The scientific community largely leans toward the hypothesis that Mars's peculiar shapes are natural geological features formed by erosion, meteor impacts, and environmental processes. Faced with these mysteries, we must ask ourselves, is the truth beyond human reach? The story of pyramids on Mars is not merely about architecture or civilization. It is an invitation for humanity to deeply reflect on existence, meaning, and the future of the small planet we call home. It is through curiosity and the thirst for discovery that humanity finds the light guiding every journey toward truth, inching ever closer to the grand cosmic reality and to understanding ourselves.